welcome one, welcome all. It is NK Surge, and today I'm joined with La Tortuga.
What's up, my boys?
So, pretty much I had an idea that I thought would have been really funny. At first, I thought of this idea with Pokemon, so that will be a video to show up in the future. But pretty much the idea is just, hold on, I'm pretty sure I can show the title. The best places to get quote-unquote much higher in Fortnite chapter 5, right? Yes, chapter 5. I've been wanting, since this bastard actually got me hooked on Fortnite, I've been wanting to make a video, and part of me wants to do the typical, like, funny moments from Fortnite, but part of me also didn't want to do it, so, because, like, I have so many clips saved, and obviously I had that Goku Black video go up from last Fortnitemares. Didn't really get any good clips from this Fortnitemares, if I'm being honest. I guess it's because we were playing more Battle Royale than anything. But anyway, this chapter...
I think we touched Rush like 2 times.
Yeah, I know I touched it once with Gachuga, just me and him, and then I touched it again with you and Jay, but I think that's it. But this chapter was the one that I genuinely, like, played beginning to end. I think we were there day 1 or week 1 at least for chapter 5 season 1, and then we just played every season. I think we completed the battle pass for every season as well.
Yes we have so far.
Which for me that's insane. Like I played and bought the battle seasons for 4 seasons Fortnite in a row. Like this season was really good for me. It had a lot of fun stuff, and like this video is coming out as the season has already ended, as the chapter has already ended. We should already be in chapter 2, OG Remix chapter 2. We'll be streaming that when that comes out, because that sounds fun. I get to see stuff that I didn't get to see when I was playing Fortnite, so I'm excited for that. And a lot of people say this is like the best Fortnite has been, so we'll see when that comes out. But for now, the season has ended, and that's why we are going to be ranking all the POIs from chapter 5, and like the best place to get high at, the spot, the vibe, shit like that. But for starters, Turtle cannot, but I
can.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, I'm gonna go be back. Yeah. Boop.
Hold up. In that case, I need to ask a question to me and Turtle, and a question to all of you. Can we get much higher? So high. There we go. Now we are much higher. And before we start in this tier list, real quick, shout out to Sadagamon. All the music you guys will be hearing right now is just lo-fi version of anime and video games tracks that are made by Sadagamon. So shout out to them. So let's start off with season 1. Okay, so I think we start with the top of the map first, which would give us our snowy maps. Would you like to start with Rebel Roost or Classy Court?
Let's go to Classy. It's one of my favorites.
Classy Court, alright. Here's Classy Court. Okay, so Classy Court for those that are uncultured, so no, I'm kidding. For those that just don't play Fortnite, Classic Court is pretty much a rich person park. Like, it has the tennis courts. If the island was a bit bigger, I'd assure you it would have a golf course as well.
For sure.
It's like those membership houses that you would, like, pay a monthly fee and, like, you can, like, use their gym, use all their facilities and shit. Personally, have you been to any of them IRL, Turtle?
No. I've never been. The only thing fancy I've ever been to was a recreational center, not even a YMCA.
Oh god, a fucking predator just showed up on your side of the mic. But he showed up after you said that. Alright. I've been to some of these as a guest, and like, thinking about it how I am right now, I mean, I feel like it's more of a I know a spot kind of place. Like, hey, you want to get high? I know a place we can go.
I will agree with you there. I would agree with you there. as one who's never been there, only going to the bare basics, Boys and Girls Club, and YMCA every now and then for the pool if you could. I would say yeah, the spot. I know a spot.
I know a spot. All right, so now Rebel Roost. Where the fuck did I put? Oh, it's yeah. This is yeah. That's Rebel Roost. That's Rebel Roost.
Mhm.
So Rebel Roost is a house.
An abandoned house.
That's like yeah, it's an abandoned gated house, and it's actually so like from the outside you just be like, okay, regular city town, or I know a spot. But once you go inside, it is really cool. For starters, there's a room that has a red LED, and like it has all weaponry and shit. But right now we're going for like vibes and shit like that, because the loot at Rebel Roost has always been fucking good. I actually really like Rebel Roost, but not counting that. So it has that red LED room, and it's pretty small and compact. Like if you move out the weaponry and like throw out some bean bags, that'd be a pretty cool room. But the other cool stuff of Rebel Roost is in the first floor, there's a whole like DJ set that like obviously that's already fucking cool as hell. You have like a DJ in the house playing music while you're like in another room or something, passing a doobie with Dude Rider and shit. But even cooler, God, the Rebel Roost, like the more I talk about Rebel Roost, the more I like it. Even cooler, there is a hidden basement that has a bar area and has a fucking movie theater. So it's like you get high as fuck, you go down to the basement, and like you watch like Interstellar or some shit.
No, I fully agree. That sounds.
Now the question is it good enough to be the spot, or is it more the vibes?
You said it was a hidden basement, right?
Yeah, the basement is hidden, so I can totally see you getting to the point of like getting so high that you completely forget that you have.
I could agree with you there. Because of how easily it is to be forgetful while under the influences, I would say the vibes. Because alone with the beanbag and the red chair and the red lights, like that one is a vibe alone.
True. And like the DJ, yeah, it's vibes. It's the vibes. Where they live, there you go. Our first, the vibes. We don't have anything in the spot yet. And that's probably not going to change with Lavish Layer, if I'm being honest. Lavish Layer is our next one.
It's an okay spot. It's an okay.
It's a really big mansion house that belongs to a guy in a tiger fursuit. The most time we ever spent there, besides trying to get Oscar's medallion and his auto shotgun, because I fucking love that thing so much. But besides doing all that, was when the car update, when season 3 happened with Wreck, that we would just keep fucking breaking it apart.
It was so easy. It was so easy with just one simple attachment.
Honestly, I'm tempted to give it the vibes just because of the library or the garden you always found Oscar in. But I'm just not sure if like
it being so
because like
big.
the garden wasn't even that pretty. Yeah, it being so big, I'd be too lazy to like. Cause like, what if you're in the library? Cause like the library and the kitchen are like opposite sides of the house. What if you're smoking in the library, like I said, the vibes, and you get the munchies? You're most likely gonna be too fucking lazy to leave the library so you can go fucking like 5 blocks. Like some people do this to like go to the convenience store, but like 5 blocks to go to the kitchen?
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no, I think I'm putting it in I know a spot because it's just a giant mansion. It's not a city or a town.
Well,
so
it's big enough to be a town, I would say alone.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there could be like 10 to 20 people in this house for sure.
For sure, like it's a very groupy thing, but being antisocial, it's not because one, you're right. a fuckload of people can chill in the garden, which is a lovely place to smoke.
The thing with that garden is that it's not even that great. It's more of a glass dome that has like 4 trees in
Hey
it.
yo, are you not questioning how decent of a hotbox it could be?
All right, the vibes it is.
No, I said the regular. I said city, not the vibes. It's too big to be vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll put it in city town. It is big enough. It's big enough to be like a small
Because
town.
you have the parking garage, the front yard, which is a huge fountain, the industrial of the whole
Oh my
house.
god.
You have then the left, the
The whole
library.
backyard as well that has the second
Yes.
house.
It's like, oh my god.
Okay, yeah, no, that could be totally be a small town. I agree.
I mean, not the reason for it, but yes, I win.
Okay, I chuckled because the next one is Ritzy Rivera, and if for whatever reason you play Fortnite and you're watching this, which I mean, you like if you play Fortnite, you probably are watching this. But if if like it's not here. Like if you usually landed there, it is not here in the tier images, because when I was going over the getting all these images and setting this tier list ready, I was like, what the fuck's what's it called? Ritzy Rivera. I was like, what the fuck's that? I was like, no, I don't know this place. Turtle, do you know this place? And he goes, who? So it's like, yeah, we never really landed there. We never saw it. I would honestly put it in I know a spot or bad vibes, just because we never went there. And I mean, if we never went there, it's probably because we didn't have good vibes of the place.
Fully agree with this.
All right, so next up we have Grand Glacier. Oh, the Grand Glacier Hotel. I actually really like this place, but for smoking,
For smoking,
it's a hotel.
I feel like if it's empty enough, the echo would be crazy because that main lobby's big.
That main lobby is insane, yeah.
The garden to the side and back are very nice. The maze garden too.
Actually, yeah, smoking the maze garden would be pretty cool. And it's not like a super complex maze that you would get like, oh wait, hold up, I'm getting the chills. So it's a hotel, and we agreed that that smoking in the maze garden would be pretty cool. The thing about Grand Glacier is, like, what if your room is in the top floor? That's what. Nah, it's 3 stories. It's not bad, and there is an elevator. What do you say about Grand Glacier?
It's not that bad. I'm a fan of Grand Glacier. I do like the vibes around the whole bit. It's not too big. It's perfect enough. I would say it has the vibes because it's chill. You got that vending machine up front. You've got the fountain up front too. That's a
There's the
vibe and a
vending
half.
machine. Yeah, I agree. The vibes for Grand Glacier. Where did I leave you? I leave this silly Grand Glacier. There it is. Would you put it higher than Rebel Roost, or were you?
No, lower than Rebel.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Rebel's got all, like, it's got the music and everything going. Yeah, no, there's too many good stuff going for Rebel. Okay. Map. Where's the map? Oh, okay. This is another one of my favorites. It's funny that it's gone at the end of the season, but it almost survived the entire season. I'm talking about the Reckless Railway. So
I do. That spot.
So, like, obviously, Reckless is pretty much a regular city and town. It's got its houses, it has a big house. It pretty much is that. But the thing that for me makes Rebel so much cooler. Not Rebel, Reckless is the motherfucking train station. And like with all the access to the high areas of the fucking train station, you could straight up go to the train station, climb up to one of those areas, and light one up as you see the trains go by.
Full on agree. Yes. Yes, that is a vibe and a half. I agree with you.
But again, the only issue is that that's realistically the only thing that Reckless has going for it.
I do like yes, Reckless Railway.
Reckless.
Because Reckless Railway does have the a nice train station. That's my favorite. I love train. I'm gonna be sad when train gone.
When train gone, be sad, yeah.
Yes, be sad when train gone. But there's also like a nice house up front too, as well. The left side house. I think that was someone's.
Yeah, Valerie's house. I think the train barely nicks it to the very end of the vibes, but I would also be fine putting it at the very top of regular city / town.
No, I would put it at vibes. I would let it be at vibes.
Vibes? Yeah, alright. We're putting it at the lowest because I know the majority of the community does not like the train because there's quote unquote nothing to the train. But we're two train enjoyers here. We love the train. We have landed in the train probably more than most of you.
No idea.
If you ever see the train being looted, it's probably us. Especially if it's a Goku Black, it's probably me.
Always him. Easy to see halfway across the screen. You'll never miss him.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm too good, man. I need to nerf myself somehow. Okay, so next is ruined / restored reels. I put them together because they're in essence the same place. Like ruined is literally restored reels, but like kind of decrepit, and restored reels is just ruined reels, but already fixed up. I think this is a vibe because it's a place where probably like they have the whole screening area. We've had some concerts here, I believe.
Yes.
It's got a place for movies. It's open area as well, and me and Turtle have personally done this, where you're like in an open area watching movies outdoors with people, and then you just step away like a block or two, and you light up and you come back and enjoy the movie.
Oh yes, and how big it is, how aired out it is, you can get away with it with ease.
There's also the like miniature swimming pool. I say miniature swimming pool because it's probably not even a swimming pool, but there's a really small like a water area, which like during the summer I can totally see people just like, let me just soak in this for a little bit, just throw themselves in the water and like enjoy it. Like I think it might be top of the vibes
because again, it's a giant,
or at least under Rebel. Top of the vibes? Yes, exactly. No, yeah, top of the vibes. I agree. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. Yeah, it's this one. Yep, top of the vibes for restored / ruined. I get ruined is probably like not as good as restored, but like if you ask me to go and take puffs with you in an abandoned look Greek looking area, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds like a good time. The map, Pleasant Piazza. Is there really much to say from Pleasant Piazza? They didn't really have good loot. It had Brutus. It had Brutus during the Midas storyline. had a vending machine.
Agree with you, honestly.
I,
Thinking of it, and it was
I think this just
complicated to
goes.
like navigate and walk around because you had
Oh
underside
yeah,
buildings.
it had like the small underground stuff,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I think this goes at the bottom of regular city in town. I think I'd rather smoke in Oscar's giant mansion than in this place.
Honestly, I'm not that big of a fan. I would put it at the top of I know a spot.
You know what? I'll agree with you because you know their asses would be like, I know a spot, and then take you to the little underground arena, and you guys are trying to get out. God, it's so unmemorable that I'm like trying to remember which one of these it is. It's this one. It's this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, no. Top of I know spot. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one to talk about. Fencing fields. This is in case you don't remember, and for context for more viewers, fencing fields is pretty much a grape yard or like a wine yard. Except that is it's what are they called? Splash berries?
Slurp berries, splash berries. Yes, sir.
Slurp berries. Yeah, yeah. And those things are really cool. And fencing fields itself is just like your typical house that you would find at the end of a wine yard. So like it's a very nice place. It has an underground area with a bunch of barrels of wine, shit like that. Probably very heavily, that underground area is probably very heavily guarded because there's also a vault down there. That's the first time we bring up any of the vaults. But like, I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know. How about you?
I would put it. I like the Slurpberry Vineyard. One of my favorite NPCs from the Olympic season was there, Medusa.
Oh yeah, Medusa was there.
And also the vault and a boss being there wasn't very memorable either for the boss, the fencing girl, but it being a wine
Nesha
yard,
wasn't.
you knew it was a wine yard for the Slurpberry Fizz.
Yeah, like you for sure knew it was a wine
So,
yard. So like,
I would put it at the middle of I know a spot probably.
middle of I know a spot. Yeah, cause like realistically, you're not gonna be smoking in the house unless you're a friend of the owner of the wine yard. And if this is a friend like coming from like let's say fucking the place we were just talking about, Pleasant Piazza. Let's say you're a friend of Pleasant Piazza because it's pretty close to the place, and he's like, hey, I know a spot, and like takes you all the way to the vineyard, and then like you have to walk back. Yeah, no, I think middle of I know a spot.
I agree.
It's not the worst. It does have some vibes, but like the fact that like you would need a potential contact to even smoke in the place that has the vibes puts it down to I know a spot. We have the first fucking map that was only here for season 1. The first one of the first ones to get kicked out of this place. I think Ritzy Rivera also got kicked out of this place. So we got the second of the third of the 2 maps that got destroyed when we changed seasons, and that is Hazy Hell Ridge. Now, the reason Hazy Hell Ridge is actually here, unlike Ritzy, wait, hold up, no way, no wait, did I actually forget it?
Chat.
Comment section, you can tell I'm already pretty high. What?
No.
Am I blind? You know what's? Do you see this? Do you see what happened?
I love it, yeah.
Anyway, I want to say this is a vibe because it is the size of a regular city slash town, but it's a cabin city slash town, and like smoking like right next to like a campfire, not a campfire, to a chimney fire in like a log cabin with like some hoodies or blankets on. I think that's a vibe and a half.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. 5.5. I do enjoy that cabin woodsy feel to it for sure.
I think it goes over Grand Glacier because at the end of the day, Grand Glacier is a hotel. I'm gonna take a puff while we wait for Turtle.
Yes, yes.
Yes, on top of like Grand Glacier.
I would say yeah. Yes, on top of the Grand Glacier for sure.
Yeah. All right. And I think we only have one location left from season 1, and that is. It seems to me that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. But where are the good old Snoopy Snap? Snoopy Steps?
What was that?
Snotty Steps. The Peter Griffin area.
Oh man, I do miss fucking fighting Peter. Like, end of the day, the real thing of the area was meeting Peter.
Yeah, at the end of the day, because if we look at it seriously, Chad, and let me give the serious thoughts on Snouty Stoops first. It's a very city that is going on an incline. It's right next to the water. There's a lot of there's a shit ton of stairs. There's a lot of fucking grapple areas that you just like grab on and like zip line down or zip line up them. I can imagine like if you decide to smoke by the water and you live at the top of the place, it would not be a good vibe coming back. I would say that would be a bad vibe. But the thing is, Peter Griffin was pretty much I want to say like not the mayor, but the person running the town. And if you watched Family Guy, you know the shenanigans that motherfucker could create. Like you could just be chilling in your house about to light a doobie, and you get a mail from an email, no, not a mail, a card, like a mail card from fucking Peter Griffin. It's like, hey, I heard you smoke that good shit. Come smoke me out, dog. And you're like, oh shit, I'm about to smoke out Peter Griffin? Shit. But I don't know. Just like with Peter Griffin alone, I think it raises it up to regular city and town. Without Peter Griffin, which it was still around during season 2, it just didn't have Peter anymore. I think it's kind of bad vibes if I'm being honest.
It was a bad vibe to be there because even landing there, it was that famous.
Landing there was such a pain in the ass, especially if you ended up landing low and someone landed high, because the houses have the majority of the loot, so you're just gonna get shot down at.
So I would say.
Yeah. So no. Vibe. Our first bad vibe. And remember, chat, remember, people, if we add Peter Griffin back to the equation, it is bottom of regular city and town. That's on which he elevates it 2 tiers, but since we did have a whole season without him in this place, we are done with season 1 of Fortnite Battle Royale of Chapter 5. Which is honestly a pretty good season. I really like the medallions. I like the way they used to work, where like the more medallions you had, the more shields you regenerate and health as well.
Nice.
But I mean, the added changes that we got in the Olympus, in the Olympic spot, were pretty good. So I say we start off chapter 2 with like what was supposed to be the big thing of the chapter, the tilted towers of the chapter, quote unquote. Mount Olympus.
You know my opinion. You know my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, but like here I am trying to think about it. How chill is Seuss? Because the Fortnite Seuss, he is not chill at all. But actual Greek mythology Seuss, hell, you might end up giving not well, maybe not you yourself, but you might end up putting a new demigod in the world because you smoked out Seuss.
Is that really a good thing?
Actually, yeah, I think I would put Mount Olympus in bad vibes just simply for the fact that like either A, Seuss will smell it out and kill you, or B, Seuss will smell you out and you'll probably smoke out a god. You'll probably smoke out the king of the gods, and that sounds really cool. Until you remember how much of a horny bastard that fucker is. He is for sure the type of person that if they smoke, he gets horny. And I mean, depending on who you ask, that might be a good thing. Me personally, even though if he's shape-shifted into one of my waifus, I would not want to put another demigod in the world. I don't want to have Hera's rage on me. Hera can be a bitch. Understandably, though, because she's married to Seuss.
So no. Oh.
I think I prefer. I think this comes down to who do you prefer, Peter Griffin or Seuss?
Peter Griffin, 100%. 100%. So for the bottom.
So bottom of bad vibes.
Bad vibes, for sure.
Close next to Olympus, but pretty far. Oh my god, another fucking god area. We have Brawler's Battlegrounds. Now, not counting our biases because we've both played God of War, how chill do you think is Ares?
Number one, no, not one bit. I don't think he chills. I don't think he chills one
I
bit.
don't think he chills either.
And number two, are we talking about current or old?
Oh, I was talking about old because obviously old Ares from Krata from like actual God of War is like, oh god, no, absolutely no, I don't want to be near that.
Oh, I meant like Brutal Brawler, the area location.
Oh, okay. So we can actually count for both of them because this is a version that stays until that almost survived the entire of the chapter. It recently got changed, and we are counting that as a different area. So we can count this as Brawler's Battleground with and without Ares. So without Ares, real quick, without Ares, I think it's a vibe. Well, it's the same like ruin reels kind of thing. You invite me to an abandoned Greek like temple to like smoke me out there, or like for me to smoke you out there. I think that's a really cool vibe.
100% vibe.
It's also like pretty secluded. You can find some cool shit there. Like there's like I know you could probably end up hurting yourself with all the weaponry you can find there, but like it's still really cool. All the stuff you can find there. I think it's a vibe without Ares. With Ares, I feel like it's a bad vibe. But I think just because there is a season like this, the thing we did with not putting Snouty Stoops in regular Standard Town was because there's a season that doesn't have Peter in it. That's why it's all the way down bad vibes. I think the same thing could be done to to Battlegrounds. No Ares. I think it's on top of Grand Glacier.
Yeah, I would agree fully on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, we can make the argument for Mount Olympus without Zeus, and then I'll tell you, it's really big. It would be really cool for like a one-time thing because it's really big. There's a shit ton of stairs, and like if we're being a bit more realistic, it probably would be a tourist ground once. Maybe Brawler's Battleground as well, but like it's a smaller place, so it's a smaller place, and not many people would go there because they would prefer to tour Mount Olympus. So still stays down in bad vibes. Oh, here we go to our favorite part of this season specifically, and I'm gonna take a puff and a drink out of my Baja Blast for these two. But while I do that, would you like to start us off with your opinions on Grim Gates?
Oh, oh man. Our introduction to the Baja Blast. One of the few spots with a nice boss too that we all liked, with a weapon that we all liked, and then it not being too big compared to its counterpart in the same area. I would really call this place a really good contender for top of vibes, honestly, because it's nice. It's got the train station close to us because I know a certain waifu of his is around this area at the time too at a current season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would actually put the vote for this being our first the spot. Besides everything you just said, the Baja Blast, aka just for context, the Skull Dashes, are a really cool thing that you get, which you most likely would end up like getting because either you would touch the stuff accidentally, or you would just cross the river to get to the really secluded areas. Like there's these little nook and crannies in the area. There's even a place under everything that has a little couch and a TV. And that's probably like a homeless man's house. But if it wasn't, it would be such a good place to like chill out with your boys and perfect blood rotation. There's so much cool shit and that you don't even need to go through all the stairs because again, like the other places that we've given either bad vibes or I know a spot, there is a lot of stairs in this place. But to get to the spot that I'm saying, you don't need to go. You don't need to go through a bunch of stairs, and even smoking at the very top of Grim Gates like would make it worth it just because of the view that you would get of the whole river. Like I want to put this at our first the spot. I don't know about you though.
I will full on agree with that.
Yep, let's go. Grim Gates gets the honor of being our first to spot, and honestly, it makes sense. Like I said, me and Turtle land a lot on the train, but probably our second most landed spot's coming up. It's still a few seasons away, but I would say that Grim Gates is also one of our favorite spots to have landed this whole chapter. And well, to finish off season 2 of chapter 5, we have the Netherworld. This place is fucking huge. This place is fucking huge. I get lost even when I'm sober. It does have a similar spot to Grim Gates where it has a couch and a TV. But there's also like actual flowing. No, I guess the Grim Gates one is also a flowing river. But like there's a waterfall and that gets me more scared. There's a lot of broken bridge areas as well that it breaks a lot.
A lot of cages too.
I think Hades would be chill as well.
What? Okay.
I think Hades would be chill.
Okay, yeah, actually, I agree with you.
I think he'd be chill. I don't know if he would. I think he would do a gem and like just be like, yeah, you guys can go over there and smoke. I don't really care. I won't do it, but you guys can do it. So like smoking and his actual temple, that sounds really cool and that sounds like vibe. But all the parkour and shenanigans you have to do to pretty much get to the temple. Because either you do the parkour or shenanigans, or you go around the whole POI. So, I say we put it in a regular city or town. Because, like, it does have the makings of the vibes or even the spot. But it has too much going for it.
It does. And I think... yeah, I would put it at the top of regular sitting vibes.
Yeah, I'd put it on top of Oscar as well, especially right now since you can go make the deals with the devil.
Wow. Right now with
Shadow, it's me, the devil from the Bible.
Help me commit sins and steal from local businesses and babies.
Real quick. I love how quick the Sonic X Shadow Generations modding community has been. Not only has like every model that's ever been created for Shadow been added to the game, they also improved a little bit on the Taro skin, and they changed some of the subtitles for the bosses to reference the fandom. So Mephiles can actually be referred to as Memphis, Tennessee, and Black Doom is actually referred to as the devil from the Bible.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be interesting to talk about with the theming. Oh wait, well, we missed something from season 2, actually. Who escaped the Nether Realm? Midas and his yacht, the Marigold.
The Marigold. Oh,
I think this goes at top of vibes.
you don't really. You wouldn't want to put this at the
It's-
bottom of the spot simply because there's a bar, there's a hot tub, there's Midas at the very top chilling. Like I feel like Midas would be at the same boat as like you can do it at the bottom.
Oh wait, you know what? Okay, actually no, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Plus, it's a boat.
A yacht.
Like I can just blast One Piece music.
It is a yacht, yes sir.
It is a yacht. It's a really chill yacht, yeah. No, and it has like a really fucking good kitchen as well. So I'm assuming the food that's there is super good as well. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. I think Grim Gates actually does Grim Gates beat Marigold? Because like at a yacht, no one's gonna bother you. Like again, if you're in the yacht with Midas and Midas gives you the green light, you don't need to be secretive about it. You could just chill in the couches in the back of the boat, smoking. Which those couches are right next to the bar. Even if you don't feel like getting crossed, you can just be like, "Hey, can I get some Coke, please? Can I get some Mountain Dew Baja Blast, please sponsor me?"
I will say yes, but to add on top of reason, it has been one of the few PUIs where we've destroyed entirely.
I completely forgot if I still have the clips of us destroying Oscar's mansion and us destroying the Marigold, I will insert them whenever we're talking about that. That is, yeah, no, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good added reason. We spent like 3 circles because we didn't have the car. No, a car wouldn't have made it
No.
for starters, the cars didn't get added until now that we finished season 2, that we're in season 3. But we just did it with pickaxes and explosives,
Yep.
right? No, there wasn't even
I
explosives.
think it was pure pickaxes too.
Oh god, yeah, no, we spent like 3 storm circles, luckily for us, 3 storm circles, just breaking this boat. And it was really funny because as soon as we finished, we started getting shot at. There was a squad looking at our dumbasses destroy the Marigold. And I think we still won that fight.
Yes, we did.
So going to Wrecked, I honestly want to start with the lamest POI of Wrecked, which is Sandy Stoops. It's Sandy Stoops, just that get rid of the stairs, get rid of the thing. It still has Peter Griffin's house, which is pretty good, but it's abandoned now, so like you can just sneak in there and smoke if you want. My main issue with it is
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I think it's bad vibes. Like the only reason I land here is because Hope's there. And like I don't even always land there. I've landed there like 5 times, not including any times I had to go for story mode. Like, nah, I think this is the bottom of bad vibes. I genuinely think this is the worst POI this whole chapter.
I will full on agree with you because it is boring, plain. The only current good loot you get is from the Stark kit bots, which the Stark rifles doo-doo butter. And again, sand gets everywhere. It's annoying as hell to be around, to deal with and smoke. And then imagine you try to take a puff and you get little sandstorms.
Oh, no, just no.
Nope.
No. And here's the thing. I know I just called this the worst POI when there's one we completely just ignored. But like from the image I saw when I was downloading the images, it was literally like a better version of fucking Snotty Stoops. Like instead of being an ocean city with like layers, it was just a flat ocean city. And it's like if that was the case, like if we had actually landed there enough to care, we probably would have put it at the bottom of regular town or city. Uh, but no, this is the worst. This is absolutely the worst. It like Turtle said, it doesn't give good loot. Yeah, Hope's there, but that's pretty much it. I mean, with Hope, you have been able to buy good purple weapons, but it does not. Just Hope herself does not raise this a lot. Especially because she has been in other POIs during the season. She's been in Rebel Roost, which we have in the vibes. She's been in Grand Glacier, which we also have in the vibes. So this is the worst one for sure. Let's go to what I think is the next lamest one from this season, and that's the Red Line Ridge. I think this is I know a spot.
What was the place called?
Red Line Ridge is where the mechanic was.
Oh, Red Line Ridge, the big engine place, the one with Pandora's box currently bursted at the side.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would agree with I know a spot. Smoking around that ridge would be kind of annoying because I feel like it would be constantly radiating heat.
Yeah, the only reason I say I know a spot is because there'd be a dude that would be like, hey, I know a spot. It's behind this factory. The workers don't care because they don't even smell it. It's too smelly in the factory. It's like, nah, yeah. I think bottom of I know a spot. I'd much rather be around the tennis courts than being around.
I fully agree. Yeah, bottom of this I know spot.
Yeah, bottom of I know a spot. Okay, now we go to the cool POIs. We let's check out Nitro Dome first.
Nitro Dome is honestly was great. I like Nitro Dome.
I like Nitro Dome as well. It's just, yeah, I guess you'd smoke outside the stadium in like one of the little.
You think so? I think it's allowed inside.
You think it's allowed inside?
Man, it is a roller derbies crash junker queen kind of area. I think it's allowed inside.
In that case, I say it goes below Rebel Roost, but on top of the cabins.
Deal.
Yeah. No, yeah. I do agree. I feel like the Junk Queen would be like, I don't care. Fuck, just do what you want.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. Do it. Watch the explosions.
And probably my favorite spot. Brutal Head, or whatever. I think it's just Brutal Head.
Brute Head.
Big giant shark boat.
It's just a big old battleship.
But it's shaped like a shark.
You can't really enjoy that because you have to be on the shark or like away from the shark to even view it proper. But knowing it's a shark is cool. It is a neat spot.
You can walk up the fin and smoke at the top of the fin, dude.
Because of that attitude, I think it should be at the top of a I know a spot.
Ah.
Kurapika is now drowning in an indescribable emptiness.
Because you have to walk
that
up
hurts.
Fucking shit to do it.
Yeah. Ah, that hurts. That hurts me. But yes.
It is a
agree.
cool spot. I know
I
a spot.
would
But
love
it takes a
to
minute
take
because we're in the desert again too.
I would love to take a puff here, but like, you have to get up the ship, and not only that, I don't think Brutus is chill.
No.
So like, if he's there, If he's there, you're not gonna get a shot. If you know he's out, but like you'd also have to wait for him to be out. Yeah, no. Top of I know spot. And that's it for season 3. Yeah, that's wrecked. On to the final season of this chapter. The Marvel season. Where would you like to start off?
Honestly, we'll save the best for last. So let's talk about the little intersection between Doomstat and Doom Castle.
All right, Doom Court.
Yeah, I couldn't even remember its name.
Ooh, I think it goes to I know spot because the place is pretty small. It's like one big building and like something that resembles a house. It's mostly the fucking
Building or
big ass
monument?
four-headed Doom.
What is it?
It's a monument it's a four-headed Dr. Doom monument, and for starters, I think that's a bit much. I feel like it should have just been a statue, if I'm being honest. And like, sure, it would be cool to like smoke under a Dr. Doom place, but since it's a courtyard, it would be very populated, and you would have to wait for everyone to leave, most likely sneak in, then you could puff. So I say on top of the vine. No, I say below the shark. I think it's the second to top in I know a spot.
Understood.
Okay. I think this is just bad vibes, so we're just gonna go get it done with. The raft.
Oh,
It's literally a
it's
prison.
a prison where the craziest of fuckers go all the time. Because one, its loot's nice. It's decent loot. It's got like several Avengers chests. The medallion alone carries it.
I think it's I want to say top of bad vibes. I prefer it over the other ones, if I'm being honest, which is really funny that I prefer smoking around a prison than smoking.
Well,
No, I
broken
can't be that
out
stupid.
of the prison. It's not active anymore.
Well, yes, but there's still Doom guards there, and there is Emma Stone.
Yeah.
And I do not think she would be chill with us.
Agreed. He would not be chill with it.
I think she would want to step on us, and not in the good way. But it would also be stupid to say that we'd prefer to smoke around a broken out of prison than in a regular fucking ocean villa place. So I say it goes under Snotty Steps.
I agree fully.
2 places left, and well, we said leave the best for last. So Doomstat.
I feel like
There's go for it.
it's the only cool spot about Doomstat is the hidden room.
I was about to say, I don't think there's any place where I would like to smoke besides the hidden room in Doomstat. I say we put it in at top of regular city and town, because it is, out of the 3 options that we have in regular city and town, first off, it's gonna be the only city/town.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, because like, there's no really much places where you can do it besides inside your own house or a friend's house. So it's like, yeah, I think it's it's literally the only city or town that got put in regular
I
city/town.
agree with this fully.
Okay. Yeah, let's leave it for the very end and skip that one. Will we check out Fortnitemares? Let's go with the alternative of Brawler's Battleground to Brawler's Patch. How are we feeling about the spooky and the giant pumpkin inside of the Roman Coliseum? Greek Coliseum temple.
I like it. It's cool. I'm always a big fan of spooky vibes. I love that he's just a giant pumpkin golem with a bunch of vines. The vines are fun, and you know it.
I think this can go to the top of vibes because we already have regular version of it close to the bottom of vibes, and honestly, I vibe a bit more with the spot than with the restored reels or than Rebel Roost.
I agree.
Top of vibes. We have everyone's favorite new map, which I've spent so much fucking time in this place, but I will not disclose the information. We got Freaky Fields.
Oh no!
I think Freaky Fields is straight up under restored and ruined wheels. Because this place is so cool. It's a corn maze, so like that already itself is really cool.
Would you
It has a lot of like.
would you call it really a corn maze? It feels not much of a maze, honestly. It's like just a normal cornfield. On it, really? Is it a corn maze? I've never noticed it as being a maze.
It's you can't really tell because you can just run through through the walls, but when you start looking at the chest positions and how some chests are actually put at the end of the cornfield and shit, you notice that the cornfield behind the chest makes a wall and stuff. Like the only real maze turns are the chests, but again, since you could just run through it, you can't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I could also be tripping. But okay, let's just say it's a regular farm for sake of simplicity, because at the end of the day, I mean, a corn maze is technically still a corn farm. So, actually, I think I'd put this under Rebel Roots. Like, it's a really cool place. It has really cool vibes. The pumpkins are really cool, but unlike Brawler's Patch, where like it's small enough that you can just like chill like behind the pumpkin or in one of the small areas of the actual temple. I feel like that raises this because for for Freaky Fields, you would need to like hide out in one of the barns, and I don't know if the farm owners would be cool with that. Like, part of me also feels like this place could go in I know a spot.
Yeah, no.
But I vibe with it more than that.
Meh, I'll agree with you. There.
Under Rebel Roost, then? Under Nitro Dome, actually.
Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better, actually. Because I would prefer Nitro Dome over Freaky Fields any day.
Yeah, especially if we both agree that it would be allowed in there. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and well, the final POI of the entire chapter that we have yet to talk about. Doom's Castle, which you like to lead the way with this.
Doom's Castle is big, and is a big argument against the area. But what is Doomstat being a mansion with probably one of the dopest collections of things that you can geek out and be terrified of. And also, it having its own library is a nice spot. It's a nice center town. It is a good like area to be in, to almost to being the top, maybe mid of vibes. But are we counting Mephisto's tower as part of this?
Absolutely.
If we are, because that area is fucking cool on its own. It is weird because it's just a huge nerd thing to know that we're using this to summon Mephisto was cool as hell. Where it almost could be just like top of vibes. I'm not too sure there though, if it goes any higher.
I do agree with Topo Vibes, but I think I can add on to this to put it at the bottom of spot. there is besides everything you already said, the library, the giant collection. I think if I stared too long at Mr. Fantastic, I would start tripping, like, pretty badly. But if I don't stare at him too long, all you have to do in Doom's Castle, because I know a lot of people are like, whoa, what are these guys talking about? Should we have bad vibes with all this shit they were talking about Zeus and shit like that? And Ares as well. Like, Doom would not be chill with y'all smoking there. Here's the thing. Doom is very like, keep to his work person. If he's staying in the throne room in Fortnite, he is staying in the throne room. And yes, that's not even Dr. Doom. That is a Doom bot. And yeah, Doom bots are made to be identical copies of Doom. But again, he'll stay there because that's where he's staying. We can go to the other, like, to one of the multiple libraries. I think there's like 2 rooms that are like libraries. Yes. We stay away from the main area. There's even a secret room that I don't know if y'all remember was the thing that was teasing Jigsaw coming in for Nightmares. It has a TV and it's a pretty tight room, kind of dark. I think it's also a good place to smoke. And that sounds like I know a spot, but like it's I know a spot in the spot. Like I know the best spot so that like nothing bad happens and we are in the best of moods. So I think we can put Doom's Castle plus the Mephisto Tower, adding on to that. Imagine getting high, tripping, and falling into the thing just so that you are lifted up. Like, that shit sounds cool.
I do agree with you. The top of Doom's Castle as well is a vibe and a half.
It is a very big vibe. I would just think that that is a more risky spot because the smell wouldn't reach down there, but it would still be a pretty risky spot in case Doombot's like, I must go study. And then you're just up there like, oh fuck, how do I get out? How do I get out? But yeah, I'm down to put Doom's Castle at the bottom of the spot. Or top of vibes, depending how you feel.
A freaking bottom of spot for sure. Because
bottom of the
I
spot.
would prefer chilling at the yacht and Grimgate over it. Because Grimgate, the freaking Baja Blast alone wins me over.
Hell yeah, dude. I wonder how that actually... What if it actually does taste like Baja Blast, dude?
What?
All the souls of the Netherrealm.
Jesus.
We should put the train on the tier list.
Why didn't we?
Alright, what would we say it is?
The spot.
The spot, for sure, yeah.
It is the top of spot, honestly, because you get to just vibe on it. You get to choose either shotgun or AR. What do you want?
I'll take the AR.
Alright.
But yeah, no, like, nah, this is for sure top of
This
spot.
is a vibe. To chill on top of train is fucking amazing. They're jumping on, for sure, right?
He's
They
trying.
did, they jumped on.
Oh, is he down?
Are you here? Get
Yeah,
close,
I'm here.
get close. I want you to hear it.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, top of spot for sure. Yeah. It's
Top of the spot.
people don't
It is
bother you.
amazing.
You get a good shit. Oh yeah. Speaking.
What do you do?
So this is the tier for what we believe would be the best POIs to get fucking absolutely high as fuck in. Obviously Marigold. I feel like if you played Fortnite and you were watching this at the beginning, you probably could have guessed Marigold was going to be top of the spot. You probably couldn't have guessed Grim Gates or Doom Castle. We are crazy, but we have our reasonings and we buy with those reasonings very hard, which is why those two are at the spots.
Yes.
If you are also someone who enjoys of both Fortnite and the marine iguanas, I fucking love that. Let us know how you would feel about this. And hey, like I said, we'll be back for a Sonic one a bit later on. And we probably will be back for a chapter. Oh fuck, we're going to chapter 6 for chapter 6 Fortnite one when
I was
that's
gonna say,
inevitably over.
leave in the comments below which chapter you would want to go smoke in more than the others.
Actually, true. Since it's gonna be a while before Chapter 6 even ends, we could do for Chapter 2 remix. We could do something for that. It's only gonna last a month, so it's probably gonna be a pretty small map. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Bye.